Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Guys, thank you so much. There's over 9,000. There's 9,200 of you, I think, so I'm so grateful. And I was really out of commission today. I had such a headache, and I got to be honest with you, it is hot. Like, hot is not the word for it. I hate the heat. I am not comfortable in the heat. I'm not a fan of it. I would rather be cold than hot. I just hate it. And it's so stifling. I don't have central air in my house, so there's pockets through my house that are really hot. I'm supposed to be moving. I had no energy. I was in bed all day today, just laying in the air conditioning. It's supposed to be like this until like Monday. So, oh my God, it's terrible. Anyway, guys, because I was lying in bed all day with a headache, I did manage to catch Gypsy's third episode. Guys, I just want to know, like, seriously, this whole thing, all of it, is based on the fact that originally people thought she was the survivor of Munchausen by proxy. That's how Gypsy Rose got her claim to fame. Now, during the past, I don't know, since she's gotten out of jail, is that when people are starting to, like, shake their heads and say, whoa, we were sold a bill of goods here and we ain't buying it anymore? It's all just been her behavior and things that have come out about her that are in stark contradiction of what she claimed and what we bought into because of a movie. The Act, which supposedly they didn't even talk to them about, right? So, you know, when we watch, so Gypsy, let's talk about the show for a second. Let's see if I can remember. Because, to be honest, they're very short episodes that half repeat what happened the week before. So, I'd say the mainstay throughout this whole episode was that Ryan was really proud and happy and couldn't believe that Gypsy was his wife. I hope that Ryan has said to himself, man, I dodged a bullet there. Like, how silly of me. Because what is it that you love about her? What is it, Ryan? What is it that you think you love about her? You know what she was in jail for. You see a different side to her now. You have to realize that maybe some of this stuff is not sweet Gypsy Rose, but more scammy Gypsy Rose, right? I mean, here she's telling over and over again, you could see right away how happy she is when she says something about she's posing, she's taking pictures, and again, the house is messy again. I just want to put that out there because I have a funny feeling Ken's house and Gypsy's house will be messy, and I guarantee you it's the common denominator here is Gypsy. Ryan's house doesn't look messy when Ryan's in his house with his dog, right? But both houses that Gypsy lived in were messy. So Ken, watch out. Maybe that's why he ain't living with her. Or maybe he can't live with her because she's married and the parole board won't let him live with her. Maybe because he has alcohol in her home. I don't know. But here's what I know. I know she takes a picture and the first thing she says is, you know who's going to see this? Ken's going to see this. My ex-boyfriend's going to see this. This does not make Ryan feel very secure. So he's very needy in some of this stuff. He's very possessive is not the word that I would use. He's very practical. He feels no doubt threatened by Ken. And look, you know, we're only seeing what we see on camera. Imagine the conversations. Imagine the pulling away. Imagine the secretive times in the bathroom with the phone. Imagine the secret, I'm going to just go out for a walk and take your phone and you start seeing the person, you know, they're texting, you know it. You know that when they come back, the attitude, there's something that they come back either too happy or they come back where they want to pick a fight, cause a fight to give you reason to not be happy, to give you reason to say, that's it, I've had enough. But see, Ryan never does that. Ryan sticks it out, and Gypsy she basically picks Ken. That's where I'm going with this, because it's the next episode that you see a breakdown in Gypsy where she doesn't know what to do. She starts crying. She admits that she's in love with Ken. She's always been in love with Ken. This thing with Ryan from the get-go was about making Ken jealous, about getting her an address so she didn't have to go and live with her parents. So she comes out, and another theme throughout the whole episode is she keeps confusing. She keeps using the wrong word. She keeps saying she's famous. I didn't expect all this fame. 8 million people. I come out of jail. There's 5 million people. It's not fame. It's infamy. I guarantee you half of these people want to see the train wreck. They're just on for the ride. Don't kid yourself, Gypsy. At least half of those people want to see the train wreck. I don't know how many people honestly think you're a good person. You haven't even shown that. She gets out and she says, yeah, I have a voice. I have a platform. I have 5 million people. I want to be advocacy. In the meantime, she bullied Kate Marie, who honestly was a Munchausen by proxy survivor. Bullies her, steals her story, has to, because Gypsy doesn't have her own story. You know? So, I want to know, honestly, I would love to know who whispered in the ears of the people that did the act and said Munchausen by proxy. Was that Christy? Because I think Christy probably was the PR behind the PR behind the PR. Because from my understanding, I don't think that they ever spoke to any of them about what happened. So the act, I'm not sure how they got the information for the act. I probably should look that up, how they got the information to do the movie The Act. Was it strictly on what people heard and interviews with neighbors and such like that? Because I don't think anybody spoke to Gypsy about it. I think that they went off newspaper clippings and a few interviews, which would lead maybe to Christy. Anyway, the point is that we've already seen who Gypsy is, right? I am so backlogged with emails. I didn't do any of the emails today. Nothing. I didn't feel good. I'm so backlogged. Guys, I will get to the emails. I so appreciate everything you guys send me. I appreciate everything you guys send me, and I really want you to know that. So, back to the episode, which didn't really have much in it. They did the View, where Joy made the mistake of saying, no, you didn't make any mistakes. Don't say that. And somebody reminded her, yes, she killed her mom. So, yeah. Oh, she made the mistake. Yep. So that was kind of funny. And then how everybody wants a selfie with her. And how Ryan is like, yeah, we don't have time for that. Because here's the truth. Ryan is saying to himself, and he says it to us, the viewers. He says, we didn't have a honeymoon. I kind of feel like this trip to New York is a honeymoon. This trip to New York is about an interview with somebody that unalived their mom for a fake prognosis of something that they never had. It's totally malingering. It's totally medical fraud. The only abuse Gypsy Rose ever had was that she didn't learn the difference between right and wrong. But sometimes that comes innately in us. And Gypsy has none of that. Now she knows the difference between right and wrong. She still doesn't go by it. So what's the excuse now? And somebody had sent me, and I had heard about this, how Gypsy had threatened to push an 8-year-old kid's eyes into the back of their head because they asked, how does your voice go up and down like that? It's called fake acting. It's not even that good acting. You don't want to know. You could do it now. I bet you that kid's old enough to do it now. I wish that kid come out of the woodworks and say, I was the kid. I was the kid, because the behavior that has come out now by Gypsy's cellmates, talking about, what shit she was in jail. Nobody seemed to even like her. The one person that genuinely liked her is somebody she turned her back on. So there's nothing to it. So I think that the fourth episode of Gypsy Rose Life After Lockup is going to be a little bit more interesting, because then we're going to see, we're going to see the Ryan thing. We're going to see the Ryan and the Ken thing, and how that works itself out, and how obviously it doesn't really work itself out. I don't know. It was just a really slow episode. It seemed to just be, Ryan started to feel a little insecure. Gypsy didn't seem to help the situation. There were times that she stuck up for him and stood up for him, but in all honesty, you know what's coming. You know what's coming, and I could see where Ryan thought that Gypsy loved him, because I think in the moments she showed him that. It might have came from a good place in her heart, but she always knew deep down inside that was not the man that she was in love with. So, and unfortunately, next week is when we see Ryan's heartbreak. I don't care about Gypsy's heart. I see Ryan's heartbreak. We're going to see that next week. I believe that. Unless they're going to show us the same thing from this week, and then at the very end, they'll show us next week's stuff. You never know. So, anyway, guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skipper. Are you watching this, or am I watching it for you? Or do you not care? All right, guys. Don't forget, I'm going live June 20th, right? So that's tomorrow, June 20th at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm having a problem with my StreamYard. It's linked to another channel of mine. So I'm probably going to put the link up for the StreamYard from the other channel of mine, and yeah, just click on that one, I guess. I don't know, and then I'll put it back up on Issues with Toddy One Skip. I just am so far behind on things. I work full time. I'm moving. It's not that I'm lazy, guys. Not that I'm lazy. Though today I was a lazy day because I had a headache. So, all right, guys. I'll see you at the next video, which I've got a few to make up for. So I'm going there. All right, guys. This is Issues with Toddy One Skip. Be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Always be kind, guys. Always be yourself. Bye.